Let's tie one on today. We're going to be tying a big nymph, rubber leg stonefly, a great fly for me. As my top fly when I'm fishing tandem rig. We're going to tie this on a size 8 streamer hook. Not much material. We got some weight this fly. Tie some non-toxic wire around the .025 wire around the hook. We have the body, which is just medium variegated chenille, and then our leg materials with flexi floss or span flex or any type of material like that that you want to use, any kind of leg material. So let's get started. As I said, we're going to tie this on a size 8 streamer hook. Tied a bunch of these flies in the last 2 years. Been one of my best flies, one of the most popular flies that we've been catching fish anywhere. So we want 12-15 wraps of our .025 non-toxic wire, and we're just going to keep it off our eye and keep it above where our barb was, where we can tie our fly in correct proportions. Just break that off, push it together. I'm using brown olive 140 thread. You could use black or brown on this. This is going to be a kind of a brown fly right here. Our legs are going to be dark olive. Our chenille is going to be variegated brown. So get that all tied off. And I do a little different on this. I normally start back where my tail would be, but and you could on this, but I just like to come up front and go ahead and tie my antenna on, which with this leg material, flex floss or whatever you want to use for this. And I just wrap it around my thread and bring it forward, and just kind of catch it right there with. Then I bring the other antenna over, tie those off. I like to raise that up and come in front a couple 3 wraps. Then I go to the back, and tying my tail material right above where the barb would have been on this hook. Same way back here, tied in. Soft wrap so I get it kind of positioned. Okay, got that. Then I'll come up and push that up just a little bit. Don't mess it up. Okay, right here. Alright, that little space right there where I don't have my weight, I'm going to go in and tie my chenille from my body. And this is just medium brown variegated chenille. Brown seems, and olive rust variegated seems to be some of my best colors. Going to tie that in, just lay it up over toward the back. Then I'm going to come about 2/3 way up the hook shank. Okay, and I'm going to start tying my sets of rubber legs in. I'm just going to wrap that around here, pull it up to the side. I don't want that right there. Let's try that again. Pull it up to the side here, and then kind of pull it kind of hard to make it flare out. 3 or 4 wraps. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. That's one reason I like this rotary vise. I can whip it around, look at it. Even these legs up a little bit right here. There you go. We're going to trim them anyway, so it doesn't matter if we're not. So I'm going to come over to the other side. 3 or 4 wraps again. Try not to push that leg material down too much. We're going to straighten it out as we tie. So my last set of legs is going to be right here. I'm just going to split where I tie these 2 in. Just come over the top. Right here. I can get that. Let's try that again. Drop my stuff. Let's go with that again. Just kind of right where I tied those sets in. I'm going to kind of, well, if I can get it over there. There you go. Just kind of tie those in right there. Kind of split them in the middle. That's the hardest part, getting these legs kind of where you want them. And kind of tie all that off. Then I'm going to bring my thread forward. Okay, you can kind of see what those legs look like right there. I just tied 2 sets on each side and split them with another. So I'm going to take my chenille, wrap over. Then I'm going to pull this underneath my back tails, and I'm going to pull all this mess forward with this hand and just kind of get some tight wraps right here. And I'm going to come and bring it right on up, right under my last set of legs. You just have to kind of lift these apart, these legs, and split them with this chenille. As you're tying, sometimes it's easier said than done. But you get the hang of it. Then I'm going to come between my middle set and my front set. Kind of look at them as I tie. You don't want to. Then I'm going to come right under my front set. Just lift that one back. And you can see how they're kind of taking shape right there. Let me show them to you. Okay. See that? Okay. Then just go up. Wrap up to my antenna behind my eye. And 3 or 4 wraps right here. Over the top. Take my scissors and cut my extra chenille off. Okay. 2 or 3 wraps over the top. Then I'm going to pull these legs up and go in front. Then I'm going to tie my fly off. Right here in front. You don't want to push those legs up too much. Take that off. Then I'm going to size my, I like my antenna and tail to be about 3/4 of the length of the hook shank. Take those off. And the ones on the back about the same way. You can see that, kind of what I've done right there. May make those a little bit shorter. Okay, and these legs that we tied in on the side and on the top, these 3 sets of legs, kind of lift them up. You want them about the shank length of the hook, so I just kind of, like I'm giving it a haircut, hold them up like here. Cut them off, I hope you can see that. And then kind of just pull them out, and they kind of come, and you can see how that looks right there. Okay, put you some glue on this fly, and just right under here where you tied it off, and you're in business. Great fly, rubber leg stonefly. Check that out. Looks pretty good. You know about what length to cut those legs when you work with it in a while. Thank you.